Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be discussing 3 things that are destroying your skin's pigment and what to do about it. And so we'll introduce ourselves in just a second.
First, we ask you to silence the notifications on your phone and stick with us to the end for a way to stop the devastating depigmentation of your skin and to heal your skin from the inside out. We have some special bonuses for you.
Definitely. And so just to introduce ourselves, I'm Jody Franklin, and I had actually a history of terrible skin issues myself. I had chronic urticaria, which is hives all over my body, and I had extremely dry skin and acne. So my whole life I had skin issues, and I noticed that there were specific triggers that made my skin worse. So I dove into some research and lifestyle changes, and I noticed that my adult acne went away and my hives actually were almost non-existent, which was just amazing to me after suffering for 20 years. So this prompted me to get into functional medicine, and I had so much success working with skin issues, particularly vitiligo, that I decided to pair with Lisa to help people with vitiligo on a massive scale. So we put together our program, Vanishing Vitiligo, and I'll let Lisa introduce herself as well.
Hi, yes, like Jody, I was diagnosed with vitiligo at age 30. Doctor said there was no cure. Palliative, I might try some lights or creams or things, but really no cure. And I had it for 20 years, and all over my lips, my eyes, my hands, my elbows. A lot of embarrassment, people telling me that I needed to have better hygiene on my hands, and that it was a sign of uncleanliness, and I wore a lot of makeup back then. It wasn't until my daughter was diagnosed with cancer that prompted me down an integrative program. Not only did my daughter have a clean PET scan and is now, thank God, cancer-free, but my autoimmune disease started to go in remission and even started to repigment.
So we are committed to helping others like yourselves correct your chronic skin issues and really help you get to the root causes of why you have vitiligo in the first place and help you stop the progression and hopefully start repigmenting your skin.
So we're going to talk about 3 things that are destroying your skin pigment and what you can do about it. First thing, and what we mentioned earlier, the topical creams and the skin therapies, they don't address their root causes, and so therefore really don't work in the long run. We're going to talk about the perils of some foods and other toxins that damage your skin and some of the hidden stressors that create autoimmunity.
So let's first talk about a case study. So these are some of our clients that we've worked with. And Bruce here was at the lowest point of his 54 years. He had all kinds of health issues, including vitiligo. You can see the top left picture where you can see his skin is both depigmented and hyperpigmented, so very uneven. And we worked with him, and now he is on the path to recovery. When we last saw him, his skin was 50% better with the repigmentation you can see on the top right. And then I just checked back with him. He continues with our protocol, and he is 90% repigmented today.
So here's a before and after of a child. Stacy is a mother. He's a 4-year-old. But not only can you see how he started to repigment, but the whole family benefits from going through our program because they learn diet and lifestyle choices and some of the triggers for chronic disease. And even as older brothers, AD went away. So we hear stories like this all the time. It's what we love.
So let's talk about some interventions that ruin your skin. And one of them is the famous Protopic cream that most dermatologists do prescribe for vitiligo. And there is a black box warning for cancer, both malignancies and lymphoma, on the package. So it is not recommended for long-term use, and it is not a root cause resolution. So when you stop using the cream, it actually, you'll start depigmenting again. And it's contraindicated in immunocompromised patients, which most of immunosuppressed and weakened immune system, that is one of the root drivers. So unfortunately, it's supposed to cure and help that issue, but it's It's not really meant for people with that issue. And these are some common skin reactions that people have, including things like headaches and skin burns.
So another intervention is light therapy. This can be helpful, and some of our clients choose to do this toward the end once we've addressed the root cause cleanup area, but it is not a lasting solution. It doesn't address, again, the root causes, and it may be a risk factor for melanoma, which is a type of cancer of the skin. It may cause dryness, blistering, and itching, and may ages your skin over time. Definitely not a solution.
And some other things that you may have tried before, in addition to the creams and therapy, are food eliminations. And food eliminations can be helpful, but unfortunately, if you're eliminating the wrong foods, you can miss out on some nutrients. And that's only one of the many legs of what might be causing autoimmune in the first place. So doing that alone usually isn't enough to reverse or put the vitiligo into remission. And a lot of people are using other immunosuppressants to try to help with their vitiligo. And unfortunately, that puts you at risk of cancer and other autoimmune diseases. When you suppress your immune system for so long, you also open yourself up to getting viruses and even COVID. So it's not good for long-term use, and it really is not very effective when it comes to vitiligo.
It can be a good short-term solution. So other things that can damaging foods and other toxins that might even surprise you, especially some of the heart healthy foods. Canola oil, which is genetically modified. Some grains can be toxic. And again, we do testing to see what foods that you may have already created antibodies again and be resistant. But even the word fragrance can have thousands of chemicals in it. Parabens are not only damaging to the skin, and they're in so many skincare and beauty products and hair care products, as well as petroleum PEGs. We teach you how to read labels and how to really upscale to minimize the toxins in your environment to help the skin heal.
So here's another alternative. The right nutrition is going to be a way better alternative, not just food eliminations, but understanding which foods work to help heal your skin in a customized program. You're also going to get the right targeted supplements based on your needs and based on your individual lab results. So we actually test and figure out what your body needs. And we use professional grade supplements, not the kind of things that you're going to buy in your local drugstore or box store. These are really artificial ingredients that are going to possibly make your skin worse. And you're also going to get a personalized gut healing protocol, because of autoimmune begins in the gut. So we need to figure out what is driving it in your unique body. And do you have parasites? Do you have overgrowths? Do you have imbalance in your gut where you have too many of the opportunistic bacteria and not enough of the beneficial bacteria? So we're going to do that. We're going to figure it all out and help you heal your gut and get it right. We're also going to assess and remediate for environmental toxins, and oxidative damage is a big driver for vitiligo. Addressing these environmental toxins and getting your body to detox and opening up these detox pathways can be very beneficial. And then you're also going to get really great support from both one-on-one with practitioners, our functional medicine practitioners, and also group support. So you'll experience transformational change.
We're going to talk about the hidden stressors that are precursors to autoimmunity and all the harm it causes, particularly eating the wrong foods we've talked about, nutritional deficiencies that can open you up to more autoimmunity, gastrointestinal issues, even if you don't have symptoms. We've got, many don't have GI symptoms, but they have systemic. And the fact that you've got vitiligo is a symptom. We're going to talk about mental and emotional stress and how that affects the body, looking for viruses, mold, heavy metals, and as Jody said, the environmental toxins.
So here are the consequences of ignoring your autoimmune disease. Unfortunately, once you get one autoimmune disease, you are many times, some estimates are up to 80% more likely to get another autoimmune disease. And actually, in our program, we do a lot of lab testing, and we even uncover other autoimmune diseases that people didn't even know they had within the program. So if you ignore this, if you ignore your vitiligo and don't work to get healthier, you are much more likely to get another autoimmune disease, which is very unfortunate.
So this is really our methodology. We are offering a holistic approach where you get both individual one-on-one and group sessions with Jody and I and our practitioners. You get a customized nutrition and supplements, personalized based on your testing, the lab testing that we do. And we work together to help with diet and lifestyle change, which sometimes can be challenging, but it's so much easier in a group with both individual and group support.
Right. So it's so multifaceted in order to ensure your success. And here's one of the case studies that actually, this is the current group that we're working with now. And Cheyenne's daughter here, you can see before the vitiligo around her eye and how much better it's gotten within about 9 months of working together. But before they were following our program, they were on a healthy diet, in fact. But it wasn't until she found Vanishing Vitiligo that they were able to really zone in on possible root causes, lasting lifestyle changes, and strengthening the immune system. And as a family, I love this, we've embraced the teachings of Vanishing Vitiligo and made it a lifestyle. We did lab tests to determine why she has vitiligo and address these drivers so her body could restore to its full vitality. And this is another family that's really gotten behind what we teach and really noticed the benefits in all the family members.
Erin says working with Jody was the best decision she'd ever made with her health. She knew that vitiligo was a sign that there were deeper issues going on in her body, and that Jody helped to get to the root cause of that, taking a holistic approach. And you can see the pictures here before and after about 6 months. She started to see skin repigmentation, and she was so thrilled to see a physical sign that her body was healing and that she was also getting better sleep. Her acne had cleared up. Her chronic digestive issues had healed. And this is what happens first. And we work together to be really the detectives on how to identify all the possible causes. And we peel an onion. And it's never just one thing. It's never just changing the diet. We have to do everything all together and in a really organized way. And I think that's some of our secret sauce here.
So it is possible. Here's another one of our Vanishing Vitiligo participants. Vanessa's fingertips even repigmented. And a lot of people say, oh, it's impossible to repigment your fingertips, but it does happen. In addition, she lost a lot of weight. Her digestive issues went away. Her mood improved and her sleep improved. So lots of other benefits to joining our program.
We hope you consider joining us to really get to the root cause resolution using a functional medicine approach.
Definitely. And here's the why behind this program. If you don't address the root causes, you're much likely to get another autoimmune disease, as we're saying. And one of the problems is you can access our teams, but our calendars are pretty booked out. So we decided to create a group program so more people can benefit from our knowledge at a more reasonable price. And we get messages like this all the time. This is Adriana. She's one of the first people that I worked with who had vitiligo, and I wasn't even sure if we could do anything to help her. And before we knew it, she was starting to massively repigment her skin. And she said, I cannot thank you enough for all you're doing to help me get better and feel better. And you're definitely going the extra mile and beyond. I'm very lucky and fortunate I found you. And it was a very emotional time when she realized that she could heal her skin. I remember she couldn't even talk to me. She was crying so hard because she was so excited from tears of joy in seeing her skin heal. So really exciting. And she asked to post her pictures online. She went ahead and did that. And I had a lot of calls after that from people all over the world with vitiligo wanting to work with me. And since then, Lisa and I, between our team, we have worked with hundreds of people with vitiligo. So lots and lots of experience in using functional medicine for vitiligo.
what we have to offer really are our one-on-one sessions with certified functional medicine practitioners. Everyone who works on our team is certified. You get already dozens of pre-recorded webinars to help you understand the triggers and the causes. So we do a lot of education. And then we have live group sessions where we do Q&A and support, get all your questions answered also, so you have individual and group, and we get inspired by each other. A lot of times we know what to do, we just need support to stay on the bandwagon. I think for any time we want to have change. What's also included is functional medicine lab testing, and then we have a private, HIPAA compliant, direct access to our whole team for questions and answers in a chat, and we can post pictures and successes and recipes and all kinds of things.
And this program altogether is valued at $14,598 with all the things that are together. But like I said, since it's a group, we are offering this for only $59.99 in US dollars. And we accept anyone from anywhere in the world can do this program. We can get lab work just about everywhere in the world. And you can also do a payment plan if you need it. So that is something that will be available to you.
So we have a few bonuses for those who are ready to take action now, who are ready and willing to really want to do the work. And we start with 21 days of inspiration and education. It's a Kickstart to Wellness program where you get daily emails and videos, short and sweet, so they're digestible, simple solutions. You also get, really over the last decade, I've created over 100 recipes that I use that are simple and easy and quick to do and not a lot of ingredients. You get step-by-step guide that's customized where you can chart your progress and success and in a journal. Everything really to get a great start. And you may know some of the information shared, or it may be totally new for you. Either way, we all need kind of reminders and help to get going.
So here's another case study. This is Melissa, and she spent 4 years searching for help and went to countless doctors, and the best they could do was prescribe steroid cream and expensive light treatment, but nothing was going to help in terms of really repigmenting her skin that was going to be lasting. They never tried to get to the underlying issues, but she said finding me was like a breath of fresh air. And she now has pigment returning to her largest white spots. Now you can see under her arm here, we don't have a before picture, but it was completely depigmented under there. And now she has pigment returning, and I was able to identify and correct a number of other significant health concerns for her. She says her knowledge is vast, and she highly recommends working with us. You could see another great success story here.
So this is really about investing in yourself, which sometimes can be the hardest decision to make. But if you delay, again, you're many times more likely to get other autoimmune diseases to create further disease. We see this a lot. Your skin will continue to depigment, and you'll continue to have ongoing inflammation, low energy, which definitely can, all of it, affect performance and self-esteem. What we're offering is for you to learn how to heal from within, the inside out. And we use a multifaceted approach that has positive side effects. We get resolution of these root cause issues. Everybody stops depigmentation, and many also start to repigment. And so we give you a guide and a roadmap and teach you how to be your own best healthcare provider, and which are lifelong skills.
So one thing is for sure, time is marching on. So here we are on the left side in the present, and we all know that 3 years from now we'll be in the future. And you all know that your skin doesn't necessarily heal by itself. And usually what happens with vitiligo is it tends to get worse and worse, and you tend to depigment more and more, especially if you're going through a stressful time or there's different things going on in your life. And so your skin could get much worse with disease progression. Versus working with us on our customized program, you could continue to get better and better and work to an optimal level of the skin that you want to have. So I guess the decision for you now is, where do you want to be in a few years from now? And I think the decision becomes really clear when you see what we have to offer.
And I have to say, many people are surprised when they know how old I am, that I actually look better today than I did 20 years ago.
Yes, I can't believe how old you are either.
Yeah, 63.
Wow, amazing.
And I feel and look better than I really did in my 30s and 40s. There is no risk to joining our program because we have a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee. If you're not 100% confident by what you're learning and seeing and progress, then reach out to us. Show us that you put in some work to implement the program, and we'll refund your investment. We have to refund minus the cost of the lab work, because we are paying for that for you and shipping it to you. So if we've done that, it has to be minus that cost. But it's really as simple as that.
We really believe in our heart of hearts that this is going to be a transformative years for you. And we just want to thank you all so much. And we're looking forward to working with you.